Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol SN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see, and makes mapping out a very, very interesting setup, quite straightforward. And the setup revolves around a pattern that in the world of charts is known as a double bottom. So let's just get this in a play. And you can see that, just kind of a quick little recap on the day. First 30 minutes was just pure bloodshed. The price fell. And then the bleeding finally stopped right there. Little miniature bounce. And then to, go into the close of the day, the price rolled back over. And once again, the price essentially stopped right at that green line, or what we're going to call $3.15. So literally the low from that was at 316, and then as it closed right here, I already said 316, but let's just call it 315 to make it a little bit easier to remember. So 315, very, very interesting level here. Now, don't get me wrong, and I really wish trading was this easy. Just because the price once before bounced from 315 does not mean that it's guaranteed to for sure bounce again. Now, would it be shocking to see the price maybe stabilize and then head back up? No, that would not be shocking, but myself nor anyone else can sit here and say that's for sure going to happen, because that would imply a guarantee, and there's just no such thing as a guarantee in the market. But definitely there's a history here of bouncing, and then you factor in just the broad kind of world of technical patterns and a potential double bottom here. So yeah, maybe this thing can stabilize and get some sort of bounce next week. Like I said, not a guarantee, but it also wouldn't be shocking to see something like that happen. Now, in the event the price does start to bounce, let's talk about a couple areas of resistance. Key level of resistance to keep an eye on is basically the top portion of this channel. If you're watching level 2s today, then I'm sure you noticed that several times the price tried to get up above 325 and just could not do it. So 325, right around that area, give or take a couple pennies, is certainly going to be that initial area of resistance. If the price can actually push through there, and that's what makes this pretty interesting, things begin to space out, as that next level of resistance is not until up around that pink line there, the 200 period. Now, it doesn't mean that if 325 breaks within 10 minutes, it's going to be at 350. But my point is there is some space within the chart to potentially get some follow through on the bounce. But step one definitely is just the bleeding's got to stop. It's got to stay up above 315. But if this thing continues to bleed, well, then obviously that's not the bottom, and just that there isn't any sort of play there from a trading perspective. So we'll see what happens with it, but no doubt about it, interesting setup going into next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.